Does Vestiaire Collective run sales? And if so, is it worth waiting for them? Hi and very welcome. My name is Mary. This is my channel Lumi Level Up and I'm a luxury lover on an average income trying to be more mindful with my money. Welcome to the 4th episode of my ultimate, not sponsored Vestiaire Collective guide, where I tell you everything you need to know about selling and shopping on the worldwide operating luxury second-hand platform Vestiaire Collective. Today focusing on the topic of sales and coupon codes. Well, the one that watched my latest video about Vestiaire Collective, they know that it's not all red roses and that you can make quite some unpleasant experiences as well, especially if you need the support of the customer service. If you haven't seen that video yet, I'm going to link it for you down in the description box and at the end of this video. And I would recommend you to watch my entire Vestiaire Collective guide playlist, where I plan to keep adding more and more videos. I'm not sponsored, and I'm absolutely impartial what I want to tell you. And even though my latest experience that I shared with you was super frustrating, I've unfortunately been exactly there before. And one would think if you made more than one bad experience with a platform, you might stop shopping with them. But no, I always go back to shop with Vestiaire Collective. Usually after such a negative experience, it takes me some weeks or sometimes even months, and then I'll start dipping my toes into VC water again. The pros of shopping on that platform outweigh the cons for me, even with the struggles with the customer service, and probably I'm just an addict. But that's not today's topic. Today we want to cover sales on Vestiaire Collective, since that seems to be a subject you're interested in. My friend, this is Danny O here on YouTube. She recently discovered that platform herself, and when she found some items that she liked, she asked me if they do run sales and if it's worth for her waiting for the next sale. And Patricia KLM, another one of my YouTube friends, had a question that is quite connected to that one. I'm going to read it out to you. How do items get put on sale? Are sellers invited to mark down their items? Asking because I have a rare wishlist LV item in the pipeline that I've bought during the recent Sunshine sale. It was a great discounted price, waiting for it to be shipped, but I somehow get the feeling that the seller won't because the item sold at too good a price and maybe she wants to get my order cancelled so she can relist and sell for higher. What's your experience of selling and have any of your stuff been marked down by the platform? So Patricia kinda already answered Danny's question. Yes, there are sales on Vestiaire Collective. And recently they were running quite a big summer sunshine sale. But these sales work somewhat different than at other online stores, where the retailers have a huge profit margin to work with. Since Vestiaire Collective doesn't decide on the prices the sellers list their items for, they cannot decide themselves to lower the prices for more than what they make on commission. The commission rate of Vestiaire Collective is adjusted every now and then, but usually stays somewhat in the same area, so we're only talking a change of maybe 1 to 5% at a max. And if they do change the rate, it only affects items that you list new. Everything you already have on your profile to sell will keep the commission rate you agreed on when you listed the items. Maybe interesting to note here, every now and then Vestiaire runs special promotions for sellers, where for a limited amount of time you can list new items with a reduced commission fee. Of course, I can't talk in detail about the commission of each and every country, but at the moment in Germany it is a 13% commission rate for every item over 100 euro, and it's a flat rate of 12 euro for items under 100, plus a so-called payment processing fee of 3% for each sale. So actually with every sale on Vestiaire Collective, they earn 16% in total. Plus, don't forget if you choose the Vestiaire Collective authentication, it costs 15 euro on top that directly go to Vestiaire. And that's the scope the platform has to offer in terms of these sales to still make profit. But usually they don't use that scope for the so-called sales, but rather they hand out a coupon code, which most of the times is 10%. It can be applicable for a certain brand only or a certain category like shoes only, or you have to spend a minimum amount of X, but sometimes it's applicable for everything on the website as well. And with that 10% off, they still earn 6% plus maybe the €15 for the authentication. So if you see a promotion on VC advertising with up to 70 or maybe even up to 80% off, you have to keep in mind that they refer to the regular retail prices for a brand new item. And of course, when items are listed preloved, they usually already get marked down by the seller to begin with compared to regular retail. Unless, of course, it is a super hot sought after item, then we all know they can go up in the price as well. But then that won't be the ones Vestiaire puts out as 80% less than regular retail. But how do the sales work if you see an item that maybe was listed for €500 and let's say now it's down to 300? That's a decision and a reduction only the seller themselves can make. Sometimes sellers reduce items when they didn't get sold for a certain amount of time, and it has nothing to do with Vestiaire Collective running a sale promotion at that moment. Even though Vestiaire Collective does send suggestion mails every now and then, your item hasn't been sold for X days. Maybe it's time to lower the price. But you as a seller don't have to do it. But when Vestiaire Collective promotes a sale like that, like the big Summer Sunshine sale that was recently going on, they usually send out emails and pop-up notifications to the sellers to inform them and suggest by how much % they would have to reduce their items to be featured in that certain promotion and to get their items shown in that sales section as well. And it seems like quite many sellers take these offers to take part in the sales and therefore reduce their items. So to pick up Patricia's question again, nobody has to be worried that a seller might be unhappy with a sales price and therefore wants to cancel a purchase. The seller has the full control if he wants to take part in a sale and wants to reduce an item, and if so, when and by how much. That's as well why I'm not that crazy about the Vestiaire Collective sales. For the most, they are just artificially constructed by getting sellers motivated to reduce their items. But if they are willing to do so, chances are they would accept an offer anyways. So you wouldn't need a sale to get a better price. If a seller does accept offers, you can suggest a price that is up to 30% less than what the item is listed for. I prefer Vestiaire coupon codes instead of sales. Ideally, the ones that work with every brand and every category, not just certain items. And I usually always at least try to negotiate. Good to know here, you can combine negotiation and coupon codes. If you use a coupon code, Vestiaire Collective makes less of a profit, but the seller gets the exact same amount. In terms of how often does Vestiaire Collective run a sale or a coupon code promotion? Unfortunately, by now I've not been able to spot a exact rhythm, a pattern, when and how often it does happen. Of course, seasons are a popular topic. A spring sale, a summer sale, a fall and winter sale, or a Black Week sale. And same applies for coupon codes. Sometimes it's a Christmas code, sometimes an Easter code, one for Valentine's Day or Women's Day. But it's nothing you can rely on or set a timer for. It's not that there is a certain event or date that they always run a sale or a coupon code. If I remember it correctly, I think they didn't drop a code for Black Friday or the entire Black Week last year, which is a time that one would expect some kind of promotion to happen. In general, I personally think they don't drop sales and coupon codes on a regular basis to do the customers good, and therefore I don't think they have a long-term plan for it. I think they rather do it when they have to boost sales to hit a certain business goal, maybe for a month or a quarter. So the end of the quarter might be a good time to watch out for it. What's your experience with Vestiaire Collective sales and coupon codes? Do you wait for them to happen before you buy anything? Or do you rather buy something right away because you're worried it might not be available anymore by the time there is the next sale or coupon code? Thank you so much for watching. Hope to see you next time and bye! I planned to entirely button up this blouse, but you have no idea how long it even took me to get to this button, so no way. Today focusing and or pop-up and they suggest they are artificially. To watch next, either check out my entire Vestiaire Collective playlist or my terrible experience with the customer support that just recently happened.